Tonight, we are continuing to monitor a growing wildfire that's burning along Interstate 5. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Brian Moore.
And I'm Ashley Hall. It's called the Milepost 97 fire. That's right where it's burning, and it's estimated to be 150 acres at least. It's more than tripled since Newswatch 12 this morning. We want to give you a better idea of where this fire is burning. It's in Douglas County near Canyonville. You can see here on the map. And it's burning right along Interstate 5 just north of Josephine County.
Newswatch 12's Mari Nelson is live near the fire. Mari, you said you could see the smoke as far as Grants Pass right now?
That's right, Brian. When I was heading up north towards this fire, I could see some smoke starting in Grants Pass, and it really picked up in Merlin and Hugo. And right now you can see there's a huge smoke cloud right above the fire, but most of that smoke seems to be heading south back towards Grants Pass, although that fire is clearly visible from I-5. Crews worked on the fire all night, but were very limited on what they could do. The location of the fire makes it especially challenging to fight. It's on a very steep slope on an area that has high winds. The fire has also moved onto an old burn scar from the 80s, making falling dead trees a huge risk for fire crews.
Like every fire we have, it's investigated. We had investigators on scene of the fire last night, and the preliminary investigation indicates that this fire most likely was caused by an illegal campfire.
Reed wants to remind everyone that accidents like these happen when people aren't following burn regulations. He says even though we've had a slower fire season than last year, those chances for wildfire are still high, and we still have a lot of fire season left to go. And Reed tells me that it's too early now to have an expected date or time for the containment. Right now it's only about 25% lined. And I'll be bringing you another live update here within the next 30 minutes. Live in Canyonville, Mari Nelson, Newswatch 12.
A level 1 or be ready evacuation notice is now in place for the Milepost 97 fire. The notice is for people living in the 100 to 300 block of Ritchie Road. The Douglas Forest Protective Association says to be ready for a potential evacuation and have a bag ready, have an evacuation plan ready for your family and pets as well.
Continuing our live team coverage.
Now, the Milepost 97 fire is using a number of outside agencies for air support, one of them being the Medford Air Tanker Base.
Newswatch 12's Adam SCHUMES is live outside the Medford Air Tanker Base with a look at how crews from Medford are helping out.
Brian and Ashley, the Milepost 97 fire has nearly tripled in size this morning, and fire crews say this fire hasn't been easy to put out, but they haven't done it alone. The Medford Air Tanker Base has stepped in to help out, and just in the last 20 minutes I've been told, this air tanker that's behind me is getting ready to head off to that fire. They've already dropped a couple of loads of retardant on that fire. There's also 2 single-engine air tankers that are also working the fire. Plus, there are 5 helicopters. The assistant air.
The hotter it is, the longer it takes the plane to be able to get off the ground. It is an older aircraft, so it takes a little bit of time for it to get off the ground, and for drops, it takes a little more power to get out of the drop zone.
2 seats are currently flying out of Medford with 650 gallons each, and they're heading out to the fire. They've been flying them for the last couple hours, and they are set to drop retardant. As I just mentioned, Tyler, the assistant manager with the Oregon Department of Forestry, told me this air tanker right behind me is set to head out to the fire within the next 15 minutes or so. You can hear them getting ready behind me. We'll continue to bring you live updates of the fire all night long on Newswatch 12 at 11 and Newswatch 12 online as well. But for now, we're going to send it back to you in the studio. Live in Medford, Adam SCHUMES, Newswatch 12.
Turning to Stormwatch 12 Chief Meteorologist